Happy weekend, people. Jenny Lyon here. Okay. Bonus masterclass. How to become unstoppable. There's only 5 things actually that you need to master. There's only 5 things that you need to master to become unstoppable. And you don't need to do anything in particular in terms of getting, a graduation or something. You can actually start applying it straight away. So I'm just going to check here the comments. Hi Maya. I think Lauren is here as well. Hi everyone. So I am very excited about this masterclass because after this masterclass, you will be equipped with making the right decision for you how to move forward next in your business and your life. And that is invaluable power, if you like, right? Because knowing how to move forward and knowing what is the right thing is worth everything. It's like worth in gold, right? Hi everyone. Hi Lauren. Lauren is here. Yeah. Okay, cool. So look, very tiny bit of housekeeping today because the event is over. If you are catching up on replays, do them in guide 1 in this group. If you just come into this space and you're thinking, whoa, what's been happening? There's been an event. Yes, there has been an event. It's not over, but you can catch the replays. So masterclass 1 or session 1. Session 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in guide 1. There's other masterclasses in there. Plus this one will go in there as well. The homework thread has finished. So don't worry about the homework thread now. The winners have been announced. It's all done type thing. So let's get started with this, shall we? I wanted also to say thank you for taking the time out at the weekend. The only time really I do these things at the weekend is throughout the events because my weekends are really valuable to me. So I assume that your weekends are really valuable to you as well. Okay, cool. So, so before we start, actually, I have been speaking to quite a few of you, and many of you want to join the 12-month mentorship. And what I'm going to do, not this masterclass, but sometimes next week, I'm going to talk to you about how to create the money to join me, because you can. It's really doable. It's not, it's a really doable price. So you can quite easily create that money. So I call that return on investment. And I will be talking more about this next week. So just hang in for that, because we are making informed, strategic and sort of like expansive decisions about our lives. If you decide that you're going to be a doctor, you plan for it, you do all the grades so that you have high grades, and going into university, then you go to university, you do your 5 years in there, then you do, your next step, you do your practice, you do all these things, right? So it's not like, oh, that was a bit lucky that that he was a doctor, he's lucky. He decided that, right? Or she decided that. Same thing with anything. So you're making an informed, calculated, decided decision about what you're going to do. And whether that is not now or anytime, that's fine. But it comes down to whether you're going to make the decision or not, what you're going to choose basically for your life. And that will be for anything. It's not just today or this week or, this is going forward, creating your soul business, are you going to, I put a post on actually in Facebook in the group today about that. What are you going to choose? What are you going to do? Like, what would you choose about your life going forward? It's like deep questions, right? So we're going to talk about this today a lot, about how to become unstoppable and make yourself unstoppable, if you like, going forward, because you want to be, right? So yeah, so let's go into this. If any, do I need any other housekeeping? Invite your friends. If you haven't booked your success clarity call with me and talk to me about how to move forward, book your success clarity call with me before the spots run out. Yeah, I think that's it. And now we're going to move forward with this masterclass. Okay, so this process is very much, you can apply it to your soul business, how you're going to move forward in your soul business, but you can also, oh, what's happened? Mercury retrograde. I'm back. I don't know what happened. Okay. It lost connection. Mercury retrograde. All right, let's back. You're all there. Good, good, good. Okay, so let's go back to this. It's when I was going to start talking about how to become unstoppable. The stream broke. Okay, I hope you can see me now. Can you see me and hear me okay, guys? Okay, cool. All right. I hope so. Can you see me and hear me? Yeah, all right. Cool. So let's move into the masterclass. Okay, yes, fine. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you. So there's only really 5 things that I'm going to cover with you today. And this process, or this mindset, if you like, can be applied to your soul business, how to move forward in your soul business. But also it could be applied to any area of your life, whether it is a relationship, whether it's your health, whether it is your overall well-being. I mean, to be honest, I talk to my clients about overall well-being, like in all areas of your life. As a woman, I would say the same for men, but like, because each category of your life has to be in balance and in harmony with the other parts of your life. So although I am very sort of mission orientated with my work, I make sure that I have balance in my personal life, in my relationships, in my health, and those things as well. Because I feel that if you overdo something in one area, or you're lacking something else in one area, you're out of balance, right? So there's obviously some people don't want to be married, and that's fine. They probably have other great relationships. Some people don't want to, some people want to be in a relationship, will never get married, like, for example. That's also fine. But what I'm saying here is the balance, the harmony of all your areas of your life are equally important, right? So yes, I'm really, really big on this. I just wanted to say that, actually. So this masterclass today, you can apply that to your soul business, of course, but you can also apply it to the rest of your life, because really it becomes, it's a mindset. So the first thing I'm going to talk to you about is belief, self-belief. And that really ties in with the masterclass on the leadership, what we talked about, was it Wednesday now? I think Wednesday, yeah. So the leadership of, are you submitting to personal power, or are you submitting to circumstantial power? I mean, it's going to be personal power, right? So from that perspective, you can create a lot of strong self-beliefs about your life and about what you can create and what is possible. And the only thing that will crush your beliefs, or feel like it's uphill, or feel like it's hard work, or feel like things are not aligning, would only be your subconscious beliefs and what other people say about you. So an internal dialogue, as well as the external imprints or impressions that you're getting. You can also choose not to listen to those, right? And you can also choose to change the subconscious beliefs. I mean, there's one process I use with my clients called a negative beliefs crusher. It's one of their tools they get when they join me, that you can go and basically change every single negative subconscious belief that it is in your system and create a whole new reality with that. So some people have really strong beliefs that they are going to succeed, that they're going to make it, that they're going to, no matter what, it's going to happen. And they may have a smaller bank of negative self-belief or subconscious belief, or they may have a massive bank of negative subconscious beliefs, and they will make sure they clear those. They will make sure that the subconscious bank does not run the show. So I've said this before when we've talked in masterclasses, and you may have heard it from other people as well, that the only reality that you're creating is basically it is a reflection of your landscape on the inside. It is a reflection on all the beliefs that you hold within you in your subconscious. So the 95% is the subconscious mind. It creates your reality, and it creates reality, anything from that you didn't get the parking space to that some old person from an old friendship came back in your life and created havoc. It sounds bonkers, right? Because you'd be like, well, why didn't do anything? No, but there is a vibration somewhere in your subconscious that you're not aware of that is creating it. So as soon as we can take the personal power position and say to ourselves, I am 100% responsible for every single thing that happens in my life, then you're going to be good. Then it's going to be fine, right? And that is all events that seems a little bit strange as well. You'll be like, oh, that's interesting that that's happening. Okay, right. I'm going to investigate that. What created that? You don't have to sit and wonder for hours a day about it, but you could start journaling on it. So it is, you create everything basically. So if your beliefs are really strong on a conscious level that you are going to make it, and you're going to be successful, you're going to make 6, 7, 8 figures in your soul business, however long it's going to take, whether it's going to take 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever, you know you're going to do it. It will happen. It will happen. But what you're going to realize is that if it seems uphill and you're hitting blocks while you're building your 6, 7, 8 figure empire, it's because the subconscious blocks are coming to the surface and blocking you basically. All right. So then we clear them. This is what I help my clients with. We clear them, or I clear them for myself. We clear. We just move on. We just go, oh, that's interesting. There's a block come up. Okay, let's clear that one. And then we move to the next level. So this is about the shedding the skin. So as a soul business owner who wants to become a new earth leader and lead with integrity, lead with walking the talk, lead with love, lead with their genius, being in their genius, have to shed their skin all the time. It's a part of the journey. We shed the skin, we do the work, 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 we shed the skin. That's what we do. And if that is an acceptable way of living for you, then you're in the right place to join me, because that's what we do. We move forward, we shed the skin, we create success. All right. So your belief about yourself. So when your belief is flagging, or like, it's like, oh, you know, you're not sure, you feel not confident, you feel a bit down, you feel worried, you have fear, you have these things. Remember that it's just an ego illusion. Yeah. So then that's where you've got to pull yourself back. Pull yourself back into your energy, into your center, connect with your higher self, connect with your guides, connect with earth, connect with your heart, connect with sources that gives you true information. right? Not sources that give you the bullshit, basically. And that would be the ego or other people that are not on the path that you are. Don't ever take advice from somebody who is above you, so who's not above you in terms of expertise or knowledge or experience. So if anyone in your family or friendship or anyone else in your circle wants to give you advice on where you need to go, unless they have done it themselves, I wouldn't take the advice at all. I'll be going, thank you for your advice, but I'm sorry, it's not valuable. Unless they are really experienced in something. You know, some people are very experienced emotionally in things, and they may be very experienced with something, an element of what you need help with. But if they're not experienced in where you're going, I wouldn't listen to it. I would only listen to the experts. So just take that as a like confidence thing. Like, yeah, I don't need to listen to them. I can listen to my higher self. I can listen to Jenny. I can listen to other people like Jenny, who's done it already, and other trusted people that are doing the same as me, because that's like you're hanging out in the right energy then, right? So just because you can get confused, it's like, oh my God, my beliefs, oh, they're knocking my beliefs. So it's really important to be strong boundaries there with the beliefs that no one really should, they shouldn't really alter your beliefs about yourself and knock you off center. So it's important you just make that clear to yourself, and you don't have to be rude to people, but internally you're like, no, I'm not listening to that. You know, they don't know anyway, because they have not been there themselves. So it's really important, actually. All right, because your mother, your sister, your brother, your uncle, everyone's going to have an opinion sometimes, which doesn't have no value, basically. All right, so that's how you keep your belief, like your belief about moving forward, a belief about creating impact, a belief about becoming a new earth leader, a belief about all those beautiful things that you're getting, they're creative. I mean, as soon as people entered the vortex, even this event, and this is free, but anytime they enter the vortex of what I create, what we create together, you also open up to the creativity. So basically you'll get things that you never thought you'll get. You'll just like be, wow, I'm connecting to this, all these new messages and new creative pathways that you didn't even think were possible. So it's very important to keep your energy clean so that you can receive these things. And obviously that is what happens when we work together, because I keep everything clean, but it's also important you keep your things, or your life and your what you are being impressed with or imprinted with, clean as well, so that you can keep elevating fast. All right, so mustn't have anything holding you back. If you need to declutter and it takes time, fine, but just make sure you do, basically declutter. All right, so it's really important. Now, so the belief, so to come back to the strong belief, knowing what your heart is telling you, it's always, I wrote that in post actually today as well, that if you are not sure about what to do ever, and if you want to check in what the right answer is, check in with the future rich queen, that visualization that we did, check in with her, because she has already done it. So if you're thinking, oh, I want to do this, training to be a shaman for a year, or I want to join Jenny's program for 12 months, or I want to become a confidence coach, or I want to do this, I want to learn how to set up a retreat, so I want to write a book, whatever it is, when you check in, if you check in with, basically you just go, okay, that's what I want to do. That is always, if your queen, the future queen says yes, that is what you're going, or she goes, yes, like this. What you need to remember is that she's done it already. So she knows that, of course, you're going to do that. As soon as you say yes to doing it, committing to it, and go, yeah, I'm following the queen, my queen, your own queen, then the universe will also rearrange itself to make sure you get all the right people to support you, you get all the money to support you, you get all the client to support it, you get all, because you're aligning to the spiritual signature. It's only when you don't follow the spiritual signature. The spiritual signature means basically you're getting the nudges from spirit to do a specific thing, whether that is to do the shamanic thing for a year, or doing a business success with me, or doing some other training to become a counselor or something, whatever it is, when you're getting the nudge that you should do it, it means you should do it. If you don't do it, you're stopping the flow. You're stopping the flow. And then it feels hard. And then things go wrong. And then it's like, oh, so even if it is fear there to do it, or if it's fear to, maybe it's investing the time, investing the money, what is other people going to think? What is my husband going to say? What are my children going to say? What is my mother going to say? What is there, there's loads of things that could just go, what if, yeah? Remember that that's not important. What is important is that you follow the spiritual signature, and everything else will unfold. Everything else will rearrange itself around your following your guidance. Because if everyone did this, things would be a lot easier. Their life would be a lot easier. Everyone would be more in their soul profession, if you like, or soul business. They'd be in alignment. They feel good. They'd be happier. There'd be less depression. There'd be more joy. There'd be more money for everyone, more prosperity. There'd be lots of more things. But the fear or the doubts and all the other things that needs to be decluttered lowers the vibration, and then you can't receive. So you've got to follow the spiritual signature. Even if it's scary, you just got to do it. There's no other way. So I've always followed the spiritual signature, and I've always created enormous success. So I'm a walking example. You can also talk to other people who's done the same, who's always followed the spiritual signature. They have always created success. They always. Like, I don't know one person actually who has not. At different levels, like some people started to follow it, just getting smaller steps of success, and then as they go, they get more and more and more and more. So there is no really a brainer with that. But keep yourself clean so that you don't, get influenced by your ego or influenced by other people, really. Then consistency is the second thing. So, like I spoke a little bit about this yesterday. So there is no pot luck or like, oh yeah. There is magic, by the way. There is magic. As soon as you say yes and you follow the spiritual signature and you commit to the journey, whatever it is you're committing to, then magic happens. So there is magic, but there is no golden ticket, as in like, oh yeah, you don't go from 0 to 50K a month. You don't. It's just, you just don't. You don't even have the energetic capacity to hold that amount of money. But you will go from like, okay, I make 2K, I make 5K, I make 10K, I make 12K, I make 14K, I make 18K, I make 20, I make 50K, like this, yeah? And so the consistency, and it shouldn't be about hope, because there's no hope in this. There's only certainty. There is no hope and wishing. There's only certainty and decisions, because it's a proven rule that if you do things correctly, and if you do them as you're being taught by the right teachers and mentors, success will follow. So it's not like a magic formula. It's just basically following the steps and basically just saying and applying them and taking action and calibrating yourself as you go and doing the things. That's it. There's actually no like, oh, what if it doesn't work? Well, it only won't work if you don't follow the instructions. Right? You've got to be really grounded about your success. It's not a golden ticket. It is just a creation of what you're deciding to create. It's like saying to yourself, oh yeah, I'm going to create this lovely, beautiful picture and hang it on the wall. You're not going to sit there and think, oh, I'm really worried it's not going to happen. I'm really worried about that picture. If it's not going to happen or not. What's going to happen with that picture on the wall? What's going to happen? Oh my God, what's going to happen with the picture on the wall? Well, you're only worried because you've not got a pencil, what do you call it? The brush in your hand, and you haven't got the paint, and you're not doing it. So that's really the only problem. I'm assuming now you're a good painter as well. But as soon as you start painting it, you're making it, aren't you? You're creating it, you're doing it. Same thing here. Anything in your life and your, so your soul business to create the life, the life and the money and the impact and the luxury and all the things that you deserve and that you want is not down to luck. It's down to making a decision whether you want it or not, whether you want that painting on the wall or not. That is it. There's no luck. But as soon as you say yes, That's when the magic happens. This is where the magic comes in. The magic doesn't just happen sort of like randomly, like the universe doesn't just portion out luck here and there. It has been created by the creator, you. And that is never, ever, that is this. So this is it. Also, another thing I want to say about becoming unstoppable, the more you stop caring about what other people say, and the more you stop caring about everything else, just focusing on love, on service, on creating your soul business, on your dream, the more you just focus on that and do it in harmony with the rest of your life, you're going to make it happen. It's like you are going to make it happen. There is no ifs or buts or maybe if, because there isn't. The other thing I want to say as well is that one thing, what I teach my clients that we work with a lot, we are collapsing time and space, which means when you collapse time and space, it means that you go from thinking you couldn't do it to having something really fast. And it's only the belief and the worthiness that would have stopped you before. So if you didn't believe you could have it, and if you didn't feel worthy to have it, then you won't have it. So it's only belief and worthiness. So we work on belief and worthiness a lot, and we collapse time and space so that you can create more soul clients and create more, it's not just money. It's like a lot of other things, like resolved conflict in relationships, or just more attuned with your body, so you feel healthy and you're making choices much quicker, better, faster. So it's not just about money. Of course, you want the money to feel safe. You need money to feel safe. You need to create a lot of money to feel safe and to have the life and everything that you dream of, and have the impact, so you can build your business, so you can have the impact, right? But it's not just about the money. It's about creating collapsing time and space, about a lot of other things, like a lost relationship or something could potentially just come into your life, like, because that's what you decided you were going to do. It's your belief and your work. Belief, and if it's meant to be, of course, that would be with a relationship, but your belief, and if you're worthy of it, again. So it applies. What applies for money applies for men actually as well. So if you are single at the moment, you can apply everything I teach on men. No, I'm not a relationship coach, but everything I teach about everything, really, you can apply the same. So so that's the second thing. So consistency is the second thing. So yes, you've got to show up. So look, the mentorship is 12 months, and that's what I believe is the minimum for anyone to create any sort of success that's going to be long term and sustainable. So the consistency in everything you do makes you become unstoppable, because it's only if you're flaking, and if you're a stop starter and you never finish things and you don't think you can do it, and these things, you've got to shift your mindset about, like what the doctor did when he applied to university to become a doctor, and then he went to do his training, and now he's doing a practicing doctor, and now he's doing an expert in brain surgery or something. You know, that's like a 15-year journey or something. He decided he was being consistent, and I need you to be consistent to become unstoppable. If you are consistent, you will also create success, and you will be absolutely successful, 100%. There's no shadow of a doubt. It is going to happen. All right, so consistency. Now, the third thing is energetic calibration, understanding that you have the power within you to change your vibration. And I wanted to also really change the beliefs around that you have to be in high vibe to manifest. You don't. I have manifested high ticket clients when I've been ill, when I've been feeling a bit like, like this. I have manifested, I've manifested a lot through not feeling so good, but it's not about me feeling that I still feel worthy. I manifested a lot, but I'm just like, I'm worthy even when I feel like this. And I don't care if I feel tired. I don't respond or do anything to anyone. I'm taking care of myself. And that is worthiness. As soon as you feel worthy and you feel, you believe that you can have it, you will totally be able to have it. All right. It's really important. So your energetic calibration, this is about you taking care of yourself. This is about you understanding that you don't have to show up all the time for the sake of it. You need to follow the spiritual signature again. You need to follow what your body and your energy is telling you. And you need to also be able to step into your future queen. So always have to step into your future queen, what it is you see, what it is you want to create, what it is you what it is you want for in your life and your business. You always ask her. So your energetic calibration is so important. It's probably, it's as important as the other four things, but energetic calibration for sure. All right, so that's the third thing. The fourth thing is resiliency. So it's the ability to just drop and let go of something if it didn't work. Don't overanalyze it. Learn from it. And actually go, okay, so that felt out of alignment. I am going to check in what went wrong there. What could that potentially be? Try work out where it went wrong. This is in your soul business. Let's say you're doing a launch. I did a launch once and it wasn't a launch like this. It was just with one webinar. So it was less time to build trust, know and like, but it was one particular webinar. And I don't think I signed up anyone. And it was like, okay, I had a lot of people on this webinar and I didn't sign up anyone. So I then went back and went, okay, there was probably the wrong leads. So I checked back with the leads. I was like, they were probably not qualified to work with me anyway. And then there was not enough know, like, and trust. So they were not warm enough. And then the pricing point would have probably been for somebody who's not qualified to work with me and also is not warm enough, would never pay that price. So I didn't sign up anyone. So I was like, okay, that's interesting, fine. So instead of going, oh my God, I'm a failure, I went, okay, so when I'm going to do that next time, I'm going to make sure that the leads that I have for that offer are qualified to work with me, and also that they are at the level of warmth to me before I even make the offer. All right. So it's almost like instead of being sad about it, I was like, okay, never mind. What can I learn from it and what went wrong? And then I calibrate, make sure I change it to next time around. That's resiliency. So you have to become resilient to become unstoppable. So if you're not resilient and if you get crushed easily, you have to build a resiliency. And it's not just about, you can still feel like, oh, like that but instead of feeling like that, for like 3 days, you want to feel like that for like, I don't know, 3 minutes. Well, how long you want to feel bad for, I don't know, but you don't want to feel for long. Okay, so don't let things get you down. You've got to be able to brush it off, shed the skin, and get on with it. Get on and up, because otherwise you don't want to be. They say the speed of the entrepreneur's success is how fast they can brush themselves off, and get up on the feet again and get going and keep going. That is the success of an entrepreneur, and that's going to be a success of you as well. So I'm kind of prepping you here to that, like this masterclass today. If you can say yes to all the things I'm saying, you are a good fit for my 12-month program. If you say no to all the things I'm saying right now, then you're not qualified to join me, basically. Because then yeah. So can you see what I'm saying? So if you can say yes to all these things, then it's like, yeah, good. Then you're a qualified lead, basically. Now, resiliency. So that's resiliency. And yes, you're allowed to feel sad. I just want to repeat that. You're allowed to feel like, oh, this is like, oh my God, I feel sad. I want to cry. And then you brush yourself off, get up again. And that is it, really. And it sounds really harsh, maybe, but it's not worth it. It's not worth being upset. It's like, that is what happens. This is how you learn. And if you can just remove yourself, detach your worth from the experience. It didn't fail because you're not worthy. It failed because you got it wrong, but it wasn't wrong. It was just a learning curve. Okay, so you've got to detach the feeling of how worthy you feel. You are worthy even if you fail that launch. You're worthy to have 20K from next launch of that. It's never about that. It's never about your worthiness. It's always usually about the misalignment. Something wasn't right. Yeah. Well, there will be. And then you brush yourself off and then you go again. The fifth thing that I want to talk about is flow frequency. So when I talk about flow frequency, it is not just being, it's not just having the bioenergy clearing and feel really good. I feel all in flow, This is about being able to tune in to your daily movement as an entrepreneur, as a sole business owner. Tune into your daily movement and go, what do I need to do next? Like, you have a plan, like you have a greater plan for what you're doing for the business. But that particular day, let's say you're not in a launch, you're not doing anything particular, you're just building your audience, you're building your followers on social media, you're building warm leads, like by just showing up, you haven't got anything to plan exactly. There should always be something in the pipeline though. You're just like feeling into, what do I want to share today? What do I want to do today? Being open, sitting with yourself, being open and downloading what it is you need to do next. And if you do this, even on a macro and a micro level, that's when you create fast success. So for example, so I'm going to be really honest with you guys. So for example, I realized through this launch that there was a lot of people that came through the launch. This was the Facebook ads. Yeah. Although we had, I'll tell you exactly, although we had put the ads in the right categories, like technically, there was people coming in that are not qualified for business program, okay, which is fine because I offer a lot of personal development tools, right? So the people that joined that are not business owners still can join the Connected Soul Club, or they can join my Raise Your Vibration, Change the World. They can join other things that I've done that are not business, right? So I was like tuning into this. I was like, okay, so what can I do for the ones that have joined that are business success qualified? They have a business, or they want to start it, or they're in the middle of it and they haven't really they're not making their 6 figures yet. They want to have success, right? So what can I do to serve those there? And what can I do to serve those there? So that's why I'm going to talk to you about for example, for these people who want the business success program and want to create creative finances to join, because I realized there was this gap. Yeah. I will then talk to you about how to create a budget, how it's going to work, and do your numbers. I will do that next week to join the program, so I can support that. And then for the ones that don't want business success, they just want personal development, I'm going to talk to you guys about that as well. So this is my ability to tune in to what is happening with what we're doing, and so that I can support each individual in the right way, being able to listen also to your feedback, what it is you're telling me and what you're telling Christina, what you're telling Lisa, so that we understand where we can meet you. Okay. And then it's about, so that's just like, it doesn't throw things out. I don't reroute anything really. I just kind of like really flow with what's happening, if that makes sense. Yeah. So I'm not like, oh, this is what we're doing. Blah, 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 blah. I'm really sensitive to what's happening. Okay. And that's what I want you to be in your business as well. I want you to really tune in to use your intuition to really sort of flow with what's happening. All right. So that's flow state in terms of intuitive business intelligence flow state. And I teach my clients this as well. So this is the best way to also avoid flops, avoid flops to happen, because you don't want flops to happen. You may fall flat on your face a couple of times. It's fine. Right. But it's just to avoid, avoid this. All right. So I hope that makes sense. Stepping into divinity. I'm just reading here. Yeah, I'm reading the comments. Great. Yes. So we're gonna round out. What if you want both? What do you mean, Michelle, when you say that? What if you want personal development and business success? Is that what you're saying? Tell me, is that what you're saying, darling? I can't see. Well, if that's what you're saying, I would say your business success comes with your personal success, because we've spoken about this before, where your personal development and your own investment in your own energetic growth is as important as your business intelligence and as the tools that you have. So the investment is not just in business success, it's also investing in yourself. Now, this is why I created the 12-month program this way, because people in there get the business education, but they also get the upgrades, not the whole of everything I offer, but they get personal upgrades, the Ascension Clearing Kit, they get other energetic tools to upgrade their personal development journey so that they can rise in their soul business. Okay, the light body activations are not included in the business success, the energetic way, but because that's one-on-one, and one-on-one sessions are not included with me in business success, the energetic way, but you're getting maybe, let's say you have 100% of self-development that you need to do, you probably get about 40-50% in business success, the energetic way, and then you probably get the rest. You'll have to go and get one-on-one with me or someone else that you want to work one-on-one with in time. It's not like you've got to do it all in 1 month, you know. It's an ongoing thing. Yeah, business and personal, that's what you meant. That's what I thought, darling. All right. So hopefully that answered the question. So you've got to look at it as your business is always, look, they even say actually that 80% of your success, I say 80% of your success, your overall success, business, relationships, money, everything, 80% is an inner game, 20% is your strategy. All right. An inner game, what is the inner game? Mindset, your energy, your clearings, clearing your beliefs, changing them, new story, upgrading your belief system about yourself. Yeah, 8%, your light body activations, your other activations, whatever you want. Yeah, I do a lot of different activations, but there's a lot of other things that you need in there for the personal development. That's the 80%, that is your success. 20% is how to write emails, how to do funnels, how to put StreamYard up, as I've just done here, how to stream into Facebook, how to create a Facebook group, how to write content. That's the 20%. The 80% is your personal development. All right. And your ability to move yourself energetically, emotionally, and spiritually to a different place than you are right now, with guidance and help and support. Even if it wasn't from myself, but from, you know, from a guide or mentor, right? Yeah, the light body sessions are amazing. Yeah, exactly. All right. So I'm going to stop now, but tomorrow we got the Q&A. It's a Zoom session on Zoom, basically. You'll get an email like you did today, 15 minutes before. And Christina, if you can drop the Zoom link here as well, if you just want to grab it for tomorrow, so you got it. Same time as now. So it was 4 o'clock UK time. So wherever you are in the world, same time as we started today. Yeah, Jenny Simley, thank you. So I'll see you tomorrow. And then next week, we have some interview with a soul contract, best-selling author. I'm going to do an exercise with you, how to create the money so that you can join my program, my 12-month program. I'm going to talk to you about the personal development and business development, but other choices, things like that. I'm going to talk to you about, we're going to have some interviews with my clients. And Spirit was like this, knock, 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 knock on me last night. knock, 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 saying you have to bring your ladies online that is in my mentorship now. So they have, not everyone's going to be there because I've asked last minute, but they are going to come live and speak to you guys about their experience. We're doing that on Monday. So there's 15, but I don't think all 15 will come because I asked last minute, but there's going to be a few ladies, queens from Business Success in a Little Way, who is going to come and share their experience so that you know that when you come and join, you are going to get the same treatment. All right. Okay, cool. All right. Ingrid, you just dropped that at 04:44. I just looked at that, 04:44. Okay, I see you tomorrow with a Zoom link, and I'll see you Monday. That's on Monday. These ladies are going to come. So even if you don't catch it's going to be at 2:30 UK time, but you can catch the replay because I will leave that replay in till the end of the week of the Zoom call. All right. Yeah, that is the sign. Exactly, Ingrid, you're in the right place. All right. Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening. I'm going to barbecue now with my family, and we're going to have a nice sit in the garden. See you soon. Bye.